Again, they are going for the triple sentinel, so a lot more of a defense-sided composition coming in for them. And just so far, just trying to slowly make their way up A.
Yeah.
Have the Viper wall down. That would cut off screens if they do want to look for a push. But again, QT just so patient.
Much quieter start to things from BBL here. Cloud does manage to get one onto Cutioner here. Wall comes up as Rhyme gets the second one as well. And kind of out of nowhere, feels like suddenly Giants in control of the situation. Yesterday, we saw quite a lot of just sheer aggression from the side of BBL. Feels like today, they're the ones getting aggressed upon.
Yeah, Brave, though, actually going to be able to win out a duel in mid. Still, though, Plant's going to come out for Giants.
Spike
Decent
planted.
positioning there. I mean, both Sage walls.
There's so much terrain going on.
Giants, though, I mean, will be able to get out safely. Bomb goes down and be able to play for that post plant. And, I mean, BBL, just not much you can do. Cloud and Hoodie both picking up a kill on the way, been able to do so. And once again, Giants just going to go back. Having Rhyme play towards that B site, again, get the toxic screen down to make sure BBL don't have full information to play with, while Giants still just slowly trying to make their way up towards A.
Yeah, you can see Brave, though, and Cutioner pushing up from B. Could get a huge flank. And that's the kind of thing you got to do in these eco rounds, right? You know that you don't have a good chance of winning the round out, so try and find something cheeky, but it's slow and steady for the time being. Searching for that trademark, searching for a way to get around without being caught out.
Yeah, Leeds gets completely destroyed by Fatinho with the Marshall. So going to be able to find their way onto site. A bit of a trade comes out, but still should be able to get the plan. As I mean, heck, we even look Brave still on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you expect this to be very one-sided. There's not even armor on the side of BBL, so just looking for anything they can get. Cutioner has a single bullet, and we've seen him do a lot with a single bullet before. Would need a miracle to actually win this round, though, on the retake, as Fatinho goes out for the swing. That Marshall gets a third, or gets a fourth one as well. Just executing players.
A great time to start testing these out.
Absolutely. I mean, you mentioned Fatinho being the player on this team for such a long time, being the franchise for Giants, but Giants, generally speaking, have been in the Tier 2 tournaments for Valorant. So this year, 2023, is kind of going to be the opportunity for Fatinho to prove himself in a Tier 1 environment. Bonus round, though, coming through. So BBL with the gun advantage, and Cutioner starts it off with a very nice pick.
Yeah, able to get out with the rendezvous. And I mean, heck, even with the smoke coming out from Brave, feels like the push is going to be hard, so we do see them rotating back around. But I like what BBL have done. They haven't committed too many members towards this B site. We can see Turko still hovering around mid, kind of leaning towards A, expecting for the rotation to come out from the side of Giants.
Yeah, and you can see Giants moving towards mid here. So still leaning at B, I think. I think B ultimately still the goal. As utility blasted on through, they move into the site here, try and get themselves a bomb down, using that pipe wall, but from the other side to what you'd usually expect, but found through the window here. Turko trades it, and Cloud getting two for himself. It's 2 versus 3 now, as BBL with the man advantage.
30 seconds.
Still,
left.
though, Brave has a decent position. I don't know if they know he's here. They definitely don't, as he
Nope.
finds Rhyme. And now Fatinho left all by himself.
Yeah, Fatinho in a 1v2, and it's Elite and Brave, the two new members of BBL that are going to save this round. You can see Fatinho desperate to make it over to the other side, but found out Elite the one to take his head off. And BBL the ones with an advantage after the first couple of rounds. It's tough if you don't manage to get that one for yourself. So now BBL would love to double that up, but it's rifles on both sides.
Once again, Giants kind of going back towards that slow play towards the 8th side. A lot more of a default is we will see Fatinho actually just make his way back towards the team, make sure no shenanigans are going on. But, I mean, heck, it felt like that sway towards mid could have worked last time around had the guns been there, but actually just going to look towards B, and BBL actually really expecting for a hit on A to come out from Giants. Going to be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, it's a slow round here, but rightly so. And I just want to quickly mention, like, coming into this series, the coach, Vlad, from BBL, used to be the assistant coach of Giants. So not only, you know, a step up for him becoming a main coach, but also should know a lot of the basics that Giants are playing off, a lot of the fundamentals in how this team wants to play the game.
We see Giants actually kind of faking BBL out. They throw up the toxic screen, but instantly all the other members of Giants start rotating and making their way towards that A site, which, I mean, Hoody's already been able to get onto. Yeah, I mean, has control of screens right now. You can see Spike making its way up, so they're going to be able to guarantee this plant.
Yeah, completely selling the fake there. Very nicely done by Rhyme. And gets to move over. Doesn't even actually fight anyone. Quite often when you see someone really committing to a fake, they end up losing their life for it, but gets away scot-free.
And I mean, Giants even have the utility to play the post plant, right? We still have Snakebite up for Rhyme. We have the Shock Bolts coming out for Cloud. Some utility was used by Brave to try and deny a push coming out onto B site. So it definitely feels like Giants having a little bit more to work with here.
All right, Elite looking for a headshot here. Coutinho going to be covering that same angle as Elite moves into the site. You see his silhouette. Coutinho steps on up, finds one, jumps out, but taken down. Brave, though, answers alongside Elite. And now a shot from Elite once more. 2v2, 2v... No, never mind. 2v none. As Jen does seem to be the favoured wall at very least. Oh, no. Not a good start to the round for BBL as Head gets taken clean off by Coutinho.
And I mean, heck, 4 Giants now, man advantage. They have the Viper's Pit available, Resurrection now online as well. Just having so many nice ults to work with. They're going to look for the plant, but BBL have been able to rotate in time.
And realistically, if they can help it, they don't want to use any ults this round. They've got the gun advantage as it is. They should hopefully just win those duels. But that said, Aslan apparently coming onto the server now. Turns it into a 3v3 using that Guardian. And these very long-range fights like that, the Guardian can be the optimum tool.
And we need to remember that he was the member stepping up yesterday. Giants now able to find some kills of their own. Coutinho having a field day
here. Who needs a rifle? Who needs... It's basically every ultimate almost online except for nukkye. Everyone else is 1 point away or has their ultimate. So this should be an incredibly important round, an incredibly explosive round on either side. It's already Coutinho using that total force.
And it looks like Giants maybe going to try and set up for a bit of a play like they did earlier, unless Coutinho can find a pick here with the Tour de Force. Trying to see if they can find something on B, but still Spike angling towards that A site.
Viper's pit coming out. And we'll see if it's going to achieve much. We've got 2 Vipers here. Just battling it out in amongst the smoke. It's double pitted up.
But you could see, again, Giants were waiting to make that fake out, make that play towards A, but BBL have actually done a decent job of reading it this time around. They kept 2 members on site. You can see Turko still leaning around mid to make sure he's there. Questioner, though, still has an inkling that something's up on B. His Rhyme is just chilling.
Rhyme is being real cheeky here, but Questioner knows it. He's waiting on Snow. Finds him. Oh, I thought he was going to whiff that then. Missed the first couple of bullets. It did look a little dangerous, but finds his man in the end. BBL, with the advantages, they start to push in, but Giants here still trying to make their way.
And Null Command coming out, stopping something like a Sage Wall from being able to go up. Not going to get a Recon Bolt out, and Brave being able to find a pick. It's going to hold the push coming out from Giants. Only 13 seconds. Aslan.
That's Aslan from yesterday coming in once again. The double spray there. Very nicely done. You're absolutely right.
Much we are not League of Legends casters today.
Not anymore.
As spray comes out, just making sure no one cheekily playing out in Nest. But I kind of want to go back to that point on BBL, and especially Aslan coming out and showing up, because, I mean, coming into this tournament, we thought, hey, we thought Brave, Elite, these newer names coming in are going to be who we watch, but I'm going to pause on that as Lockdown actually coming out. Giants want to find a way out of sight.
Yeah, don't blame them, as they're trying to make things happen here, and everybody just going to have to leg it, and rightly so. The Lockdown comes on through. Doesn't get anyone, obviously. The retreat came on through, but Giants now have control of the site. Spike not down just yet. As Coutinho has made it up to the top of the site here. Could find a miracle pick, but found out Aslan and Turko getting 2, but Rhyme answers it. Nukkye gets involved in the action as well. Is Hoody holding the angle here. Nukkye finally going to get that spike down. Elite and Brave, the young players, once again stepping up, but it's Hoody to take a head off. Suddenly Brave finds himself alone, and Hoody all over this round.
And Giants, I mean, throw down the Lockdown. Hunter's Fury comes out. It kind of forces all the members of BBL up on the rafters in heaven.
And I will say, I've been impressed by Aslan so far this tournament. You know, yesterday on the Rays, really having some great games for himself. Now on this KO, kind of stepping into this somewhat duelist role, you know, duelist flashes. But it feels like he was the highlight player yesterday for me, him and Questioner. And now, again today, he's at the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, and we saw BBL trying to find some kind of aggressive peek down towards B. Is Turko going to do a nice job to pick up a kill onto Coutinho, but Most members still waiting around just now. Rhyme in tube. Gonna see if he can find a sneaky way up into kitchen. But it still seems like this is all just a bit of a distraction coming out from Giants, trying to find a way onto the A site.
Turko gets another one. Just playing towards mid with this Guardian, and this is meant to be a Giants round. They had the rifles, they had the utility, but Turko just puts a nail in it.
And now full information coming out for BBL as well, with Aslan having the 0 point up, able to spot out where the members of Giants are, and now able to heavily lean pretty much their whole squad over towards A.
Yeah, very comfortable. You see Giants just legging it. They know that they are not getting this A site anytime soon, so trying to move through mid. Elite wants to spot it.
Scanning ahead.
It's going to be the recon bolt to try and spot a player out, shot down immediately.
Giants still were at least able to get a lot of utility out from the side of BBL. Hunter Fury, though, going to come out.
Just to deny the rotation as well.
I mean, heck, only 15 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, 14 seconds. We'll see if they can get this spike down. Need to do it now or never. You can see nukkye just legging it on over, but Elite is waiting to try and deny this one. But nukkye done it in a hit corner. No! Headshot just in time, and everybody goes down. Turn that into a solid win. Not do anything too crazy. Not go for just random duels. Playing as a team and using that utility effectively.
This time around, though, BBL didn't read the play coming out correctly. These Giants actually go for a fast push onto A. Already making their way a little bit into sight. Wall should be able to come out soon if Giants want to commit to it.
Oh, Coutinho does hit the shot, but couldn't get the headshot. So he doesn't get the player down. Spike down already, 5v5. I think for the first time this game where the spike is down and it's a full 5-man retake, but QutionerX finds a great little entry. There's a second one as well, but Giants answer with 2 of their own. Slowed down and taken down by Cloud, and suddenly Turko, alone in the world, has a Guardian. We've seen what he can do with a Guardian in previous rounds. Slightly wild on the headshot though, and suddenly getting collapsed upon by the entire Giant squad. He's running out of time as Ryan gets him with the stinger.
I mean, Giants able to make it work. Even Coutinho is going to make his way towards B-Long and see if he can find something.
Yep. Go for the recon dart, but won't find anyone lying around pipes there. And these Giants can move forward.
And now, I mean, for BBL as well, right? Throw down the barrier on B, make sure no aggressive push can come through, and it allows those 2 members to rotate towards mid and have more members ready and prepped if Giants do look to go for another push towards A.
See if A is the call. Very slow start to the round. And I can understand that because it does feel like Giants have been struggling a little bit to keep that momentum going that they had earlier. Feels like BBL have kind of come back into the game in the last couple of rounds. Resurrection online as well, available, the only ultimate in the game, but Aslan just a single point away.
And I mean, now Giants have waited out that Sage wall. I mean, they had the Poison Cloud up in mid, denying information there. No one was really pushed too far into A to give any info there. So BBL not having not a lot to work with until the 0 point came out. So now knowing some members of Giants are leaning towards B, but QutionerX able to pick up hoody as he was just trying to lurk through A. And now, heck, all the members of BBL able to start rotating over towards B.
Yeah, pretty much, but Ryan finds one traded out by Elite. Nicely done there. 4v3. Spike going to go down. This should be a good setup for Giants here. BBL need to all group up, work as a team here to make their way in, because Coutinho certainly can do work. No, he can't, because QutionerX, the better offer here, the better chamber, takes out his marked man. Elite going for the resurrection, but it's immediately taken out by Cloud. And now he's taken out himself.
Yeah, not even needing anything. Like, I mean, Turko even still sitting on like 2 of the shock bolts, not needing the utility to come out. QutionerX with the opposite, able to get the work done, but
nukkye, we've seen him do crazier things before. The 4K for nukkye, winning a round that he had absolutely no right to.
And right, Killjoy, Sage, a lot of these defensive options that you can make work once we do swap sides, and they're already finding such a nice lead.
Certainly are. But once again, fairly slow rounds here. Everyone from Giants towards the A site, but look at the information that BBL have been able to gain, right? You see 2 players moving up past B to make sure that they know nobody's coming that way.
Yeah, and I mean, BBL not really having any guns to work with, do have the null command online. If they were able to win out on any duels, maybe get some guns and try to stall out on any of these pushes, but Giants still playing slow towards A. Looks like BBL maybe even just committing to like, hey, we might potentially just have to go for a retake, playing pretty far back up in rafters. But Giants, I mean, they're not going to bite. Not committing on the site just yet. Info still there for BBL that players are here, though.
Yeah, 45 seconds on the clock. They've got to start to make a move. You can see them inching forwards here. 3 players on towards this A side from BBL. I'm curious if they're going to try and hard defend this or just back away and go for the 5v5 retake. This Aslan moving forwards here, using the Sheriff. A couple of big headshots and a couple of rifles picked up could change the round, but Giants get that spike down.
Oh, and Fitinho gonna find a nice one with the op. For BBL, gonna be incredibly hard, but I mean, even if you could find one pick with them on this buy, that would be worth.
Yeah.
Or lack of buy.
Well, yeah. You see if you can just find a player, but it ain't gonna happen. The turret actually finishing the kill onto him.
Hard for BBL to look for any type of retake, but at least this time around, once again, having guns online and null command still there for Aslan, and here we go. Giants making their way towards that B site.
Yeah, Brave's got his work cut out for him, trying to solo defend for the time being. The rest of the team moving on over. Aslan's there to try and give him some support. Viper's Pit used already, but the spike not actually down just yet. They can't quite get into that situation as the Hunter's Fury blasts on through. And the first one finally for Aslan. Nice little pickup with the headshot there. This is the final round. They're desperate to get a bonus point on before half-time. Your command comes out. Is it going to be enough?
We're going to see his Brave at least able to find one through the Viper's Pit. Just spamming that one down. Now, though, is he going to walk into the waiting arms of Fitinho?
Fitinho knows exactly where they're going to come from, but has to back away. The slow put into play as Brave and Aslan moving forwards. Brave with one headshot, answered by Cloud, but Aslan's there. Suddenly Rhyme alone in the world. Needs to make something happen. But in a 1v4, it would be something special. Turko finds him. And that's going to be another one for BBL. At least they get a 4th before that half-time.
And I think...
Like, great star moment play, but the desk was talking about it earlier. Nukkye being on this Sage doesn't really feel like that star role for him.
No, I mean, heck, even right before this game started, Kaquka was showing us highlights of him on the Rays, just what he was able to do on that duelist role. But still, I mean, Giants able to make it work. Again, changing roles, kind of changing the system with who's calling. And now BBL going to be the ones to look for an aggressive push towards A.
Yeah.
Giants were expecting a B hit to come out. So we're going to see what Hoodie and Fitinho are able to do. But I like it. They back off. They're not playing too aggressively. They're waiting for reinforcements to come in.
Spike planted.
And this is that big boss life patented aggression that we saw yesterday as well in their series against 10 Star when they're on that attacking side. They like to go in fast. And they like to take control of the site. Hoodie with the first kill onto Aslan. Cloud follows it up as well, and suddenly this round starts to fall apart for BBL. Cutioner has been a star player for this roster, looking for the headshots. There's one. Rendezvous on out. Looking for more as well. There's the second player, but Fitinho finds him, and Hoodie chimes in as well. Turko gets taken down, and Hoodie gets a 3K to start the half.
Good patience coming out from Giants. I mean, they back off. They wait for the reinforcements to come through, play the retake as a team.
Looking towards a similar scoreline, but this is the map pick for Giants. So you would hope that they can have a fantastic first map for themselves, and it'll be down to BBL to see what they can bring out for us on Ascent in that second map. Obviously, this one's not quite over yet, but, you know, with the pistol going the way of Giants, probably this round, maybe even a third, that would be devastating.
And I mean, when you're looking at BBL and them hoping to get anything right, when you have no guns, a lot's going to come down to Cutioner and what he can get done with his Headhunter. Only 3 bullets, but for Giants, not too concerned. They feel pretty solid about Fitinho just being able to solo hold this B site with the Marshal, but look at the minimap and how far Brave's going up towards Kitchen, not wanting to fully commit in, knowing typically, you know, that is where a lot of the defensive utility will be placed to spawn him out.
I love that Brave really lives up to his name each round. I feel like quite often we see Brave going on these super deep flanks, like sneaking up mid and trying to make something happen. Nice little hit there by Fitinho. Did manage to tag out a player.
He's going to force Healing Orb out from Elite, but now going to look for the push. Hoodie's ready for it.
Ooh, dings, but doesn't go down. Aslan finds one of Fitinho, but it's after Cutioner's already fallen. Spike will be planted here as Aslan looking for a second one. Oh, and he gets it! 6 HP, but manages to make it happen, waiting for that heal to come back online from Nukkye. It's 3v3 now. This is a bit of a closer round than I think Giants really would have liked.
100%. I mean, 3v3. Sure, Aslan's tagged incredibly low, but you've already taken 2 members down and hurt the buy a little bit. But still, with the other members of Giants here, they should be able to get it as Rye finds another one. And Nukkye picks up 2 as Elite goes down.
Yeah.
10-4, the round they were expected to win. And now to see if BBL can pick it up. Now they will have some rifles, but...
Round off. But now Giants, like you say, 10 rounds on the board. But it's rifles against rifles here. Cloud the only one without that heavy weaponry in his arsenal.
I mean, look at what Giants are doing. I mean, they're pretty much just completely giving up A once again. 3 members pushing down B long, looking for the flank. They have the alarm bot in mid to make sure that no cheekiness is coming out through there. Gonna see if hoody can find any type of opening pick, if BBL do commit onto site.
Yeah, Poison Cloud gonna go out onto the trademark so they can sneak on past. Have BBL figured out that this is going on because it's a 3-man flank. Spike will go down. Questioner starts things off well, getting down hoody. And it means that this flank is actually just the direction of attack as opposed to a flank, but never mind, because Giants just light everybody up and Elite alone. Giants with an easy cleanup. That was a beautiful round.
You hit on it, right? The flank coming out, Poison Cloud thrown over that. Nano Swarm on A side, able to buy time. Shock Bolts were coming out from Cloud as well. Yeah, Pipson rejoining as a coach. I mean, Vlad on BBL, previous coach of Giants. So a lot of history here is once again, I mean, actually this time around BBL, they haven't really angled up for a pick towards B a lot. Once again, gonna be on Questioner.
Trap destroyed.
Feels like that's often the story, right? A lot resting on Questioner, but Coutinho taken down by Aslan to start the round off. And this should be pretty much a spike down at this point. Questioner pushes on up. Elite just behind him, using that wall to try and buy space. Questioner getting that one nukkye at the back of the site. You can see his silhouette there and actually finding the wall bang onto Questioner. Evens things up just a little bit. Still the advantage, and Elite finding nukkye in the end. Does mean BBL should have this round in theory.
Yeah, still though, we're going to see if hoody can find anything here. I mean, hoody was one of the standouts when they were on the attacking side. He completely destroys Brave.
That was unbelievable. Just spins on a pivot and manages to find that one. Maybe it's doable. Prime and hoody, got to make it happen. The lockdown, as you say, coming on in. There's the molly onto the spike, but a swarm comes out. Elite, though, finds a headshot. Rhyme answers it. 2v1, Rhyme's got to make something happen. There we go. Another one. 1v1 now against Turko. Viper's pick comes on through. Is he just going to go for the defuse? That's going to be the Tracers to find the player, and Rhyme gets the headshot. Does he have time? I don't think he does.
No, still though, able to take down all the members of BBL, going to put them in a little bit of a difficult economic situation. But still, that would have been a huge round to win. You could see what they were going for, even being members down with the lockdown coming out.
Seemingly struggling to finish these rounds off.
Yeah, and I mean, heck, even BBL, at least still able to pick up guns, even if they are just sitting on light shields. And once again, having the nil command, having a resurrection online as well, if you can send someone in to look for a bit of an aggressive pick. But a lot of utility used by Giants to deny any pushes coming from mid. We've kind of seen this set up a few times for them, right? The Poison Cloud with the alarm bot to make sure no one gets through. But it does set up for them to potentially angle towards Kitchen.
I saw the silhouette moving out there. I thought he was about to step out, but he's off in the next room. So right there in Kitchen, just to find any players. Questioner finds Cloud to start the round off. Actually just going to dip from the play entirely because we're over towards B here.
Yeah, and I mean, should be looking at the plan is hoody actually able to find Brave on the back end. Plant still will come out for BBL. Fitinho with an op, but on the opposite side, Questioner popped the tour de force.
Yeah, I feel like Fitinho needs to have a big round here.
Teleport's ready.
If Giants want to get this retake, and it feels like retaking B has been the struggle for Giants across the course of this game so far. Tour de force on the other side for Questioner, who's just going to spray through the wall and now look for his pick, but it's Fitinho to find it. hoody trading onto Turko here. Turko actually find 2 of his own. Obviously didn't trade onto Turko because he's still alive as the headhunter comes out. One more shot will do the trick, but he dodges it. The shot's coming in, but Fitinho dodging, moving around, dancing around the play. And once again, Turko buys enough time, and once again, BBL get around.
Yeah, it still goes down, but I love the way the BBL looked for that as well. The slow push-up tube towards Kitchen. We see the null command come out at the same time. Turret gets shut down, so the information's denied.
Do is deny that defuse. Like you said, nearly the comeback from Giants in that round. Spotting everyone on A, but it is a full stack here. This is not a slow round from BBL as they look to try and move in. I could be wrong, though. Giants pushing forwards. Oh, Cloud. It's a good start. Aslan gets one. Cloud gets a second, but runs out of bullets. 3v3 now, and we're running out of defenders.
I mean, Cloud's still going to be happy with what he was able to do there. And hoody now, I mean, the Sheriff's doing so much work for the side of Giants. now being up 3-2.
Oh, hoody gets another one. Sheriffs are not meant to be equal to rifles. This isn't meant to be how the round goes. But it doesn't matter what it's meant to be. All that matters is what happens, and Giants get a 12th on the board.
Giants just taking turn
3 ults on, plus hoody a single point away. So it feels like, you know, if Giants can't win this round, it will be something insane. Something absolutely ridiculous. Coutinho on the defense as hoody finds the first pick onto QutionerX, and Aslan actually just takes Coutinho's head off. Not a bad little start to the round for the player on KO here. Aslan once again, so consistently the star for BBL.
Yeah, and we saw Cloud trying to deny the push onto B with the Hunter's Fury, but still going to be able to come out for the side of BBL. Viper spit down, barriers up, so they're going to be able to play for the plant. Still have one shock bolt left, even having a snake bite to play with as well.
Yeah, resurrection onto Coutinho. Gonna go with the tour de force as well. Peeks out, but Aslan takes him down for the second time this round and gets a third kill onto Rhyme. Cloud moving forwards, needs to find some duels, and there's one headshot, 6 bullets left, but he finds another anyway. Jumping forwards with the classic as Cloud, desperate to win this round. Surely this can't happen again. The Ghost through the smoke, through the Viper's pin, and Brave's done it again!
Every time, like you said. Luckily this time around, only one member of Giants has a Sheriff, so they don't have to worry about the cheekiness that we did see earlier on. It seems like BBL feeling comfortable after the success that they've had on B. You're going to want to look for it again, but Coutinho finds the opening pick.
He just can't be stopped, can he? You know, you said there's only one Sheriff, but there's also a Headhunter. Coutinho knows how to use it. But BBL stick to their guns here. Staying on towards this B side, playing off the yellow as he steps out, looking for Elite. Did spot the player, but will get taken down by the rifle in the end. BBL now blasting onto this side, but not being confident to just charge on him for the time being.
No, and I mean, heck, even BBL having a heavy stack towards the site. We've already seen shock bolts coming out to deny entry on through as well. But still, BBL having guns, gonna hope they can find some of these long-range duels of Giants. If they did make mistakes, anyone did over-aggress and try to peek out for information. But BBL still gonna just play it slow, try and get some info with the 0 point. And Giants actually maybe thinking of rotates coming through.
BBL gonna go for the spike down. Now, Giants for this retake. 4 players in play for both sides. It's a slight weaponry advantage. Oh, I say slight. It's a pretty heavy weaponry advantage on the side of BBL.
And not really any utility coming out for either side anymore either, right? So it's really just going to come down to the gun difference. And unless Giants can just, you know, point and click heads like they were doing earlier. But it feels like BBL in a good spot to convert this one. And again, they were a team that did have a really good performance yesterday. Put up a good fight as hoody.
Well, you said they need to find heads. Hoody and Ryan both doing that. Brave trying to answer Turko there. And the spray down comes on through. BBL. It doesn't feel like it's just a one-man army kind of situation. It does feel like each of these players can step up when the moment is right. Over towards the A site here.
Once again, a lot going to be left up to Coutinho, having that up, but I mean, with no command coming out, immediately going to have to use that rendezvous to get away. Finds the pick.
Good little shot from Coutinho.
Should be able to revive him, though.
Can't use the rendezvous, obviously, because it's suppressed.
Spike planted.
Turko, like you said, will be able to get that revive. It's a good little pick to start it. Actually can't get the revive. 2 more going the way of BBL now. 4v3, trying to move on forwards with nukkye and Coutinho answering in. This could be the end of the game unless QutionerX and Brave have something magic up their sleeves. Need to make their way in. They need to find a headshot. QutionerX has been the man to do it for this squad quite often, taking those dry peaks and just winning out the aim duel. Looks for one, but goes wide. And it will be Giants taking this first map on Icebox.
Honestly, really nice to see coming out from Giants. Second game, first game against a partner team. And yeah, like you said, their attack side especially looking incredibly good. There were questions that we were having about them, especially, again, the agents.